Hi, everyone. Today, I'm going to talk to you about the power of GBAC star accreditation programs. And I want you to answer a question. Are you cleaning for health? I'm Dr. Gavin Macgregor-Skinner. I'm the Senior Director of the Global Biorisk Advisory Council. We call it GBAC. It's a division of ISSA, the World Trade Association for the Cleaning Industry. I have more than 25 years of experience in dealing with emergency management, infectious disease surveillance, both with working for government and also the private sector. I want you to think about where you are today, the facility that you work in, where you live. Is it a healthy building? Are there happy people? Because we have focused on for many years building indoor spaces, building the built environment to build it healthy. But the challenge that we've had is once we build the building, how do we keep it healthy? And through smart construction practices, material selection operations, that has led us to build it healthy. But more importantly, I'm going to focus on today on how to keep it healthy. And what's really important, as I want to explain to everyone today, is that the GBAC star accreditation program, it's not pass or fail. It's a continuous improvement program. And many of the facilities that we work with, airports, hotels, restaurants, convention centers, stadiums, schools, hospitals, long-term care facilities like nursing homes, people that live in apartments, we focus on a process where the GBAC star accreditation program is helping every facility with their environmental, social, and governance pledge, their ESG, or meeting the Sustainable Development Goals. And it's really important that we sit down and work on processes, solutions that are sustainable. That GBAC star program, yes, it aligns very well with the ESGs and also the Sustainable Development Goals, the SDGs. And again, we can provide resources that individually fit your facility where you work. We can help you meet your goals, both short-term, medium, and long-term goals. But more importantly, as I said, GBAC star accreditation is not pass or fail. It's about continuous improvement and ensuring that you get a return on investment. Because what we're dealing with when it comes to germs, bacteria, viruses, mold, fungus, it's an unseen enemy. But also the chemicals we use are unseen. We can't see them. So we really focus on helping you with processes, management, systems on how to make the unseen seen. Because let's not forget, if we focus on the life of a germ, without proper cleaning, we know that viruses, bacteria, fungi, mold, all can exist outside of our bodies on surfaces like plastic, metals, wood, paper, cardboard, cloth, leather, stone, and even glass, not just for hours, but they survive for days to weeks, and in some pathogens, some germs will survive for months. But let me give you a real-world example. So here's an example of a case study of an outbreak of norovirus. It's a disease that causes vomiting and diarrhea. This outbreak occurred at a convention center, an event center in Nebraska in the US in October to November 2017. Now, again, norovirus, it's a common germ that's associated with vomiting, diarrhea. It really spreads very efficiently between people. But what happened here was that in October 2017, an attendee at an event, at a meeting, vomited on the carpeted floor. That carpet was left to dry and was then vacuumed up with a vacuum cleaner. But unfortunately, the vacuum cleaner was never cleaned and the area of the carpet wasn't clean and disinfected properly. And what happened over a short period of time, about 3 weeks, another 9 events occurred and over 153 people became infected with the same norovirus that occurred in the very first patient, the very first event back on October 27. So without proper cleaning and disinfection, where one person vomited and contaminated the carpet in an indoor space, it led to 153 people developing diarrhea and vomiting. And the damage that this does to your reputation, All could have been prevented if we've just followed appropriate protocols, procedures, evidence-based, science-based procedures, used the appropriate equipment, and we clean and disinfected the right way on that carpet. And that's what the GBAC Star accreditation program is all about. Continuous improvement to ensuring what you do it well, and you do it based on science and evidence. But let me show you another example. And this is an example of a meeting, or there's a large convention that I just recently attended at a convention center. And you would think that after over nearly 3 years of the COVID-19 pandemic, plus all the other diseases we get, like flu outbreaks, norovirus outbreaks, for example, that people would be doing better when it came to cleaning and disinfecting. And here at this convention center, this water fountain here. And what can you see on the faucet here with the blue handle? Well, that's lipstick. And that lipstick was there for 3 days. And it really brings us back to, in our facility where we work, whose responsibility is it to clean? Whose responsibility is it to ensure that we're healthy and safe inside our indoor space? Well, it's everyone. And we focus on that everyone has the skill sets, the training, the education to fix what's fixable, to do the easy stuff, to make what we do inside our indoor buildings safer and healthier. Because we focus on 4 dimensions. We focus on the air. We want to have clean and safe air. We want to ensure that the floors, which are the largest horizontal surface in any indoor space, are cleaned properly and safely. We want to ensure the walls and the furniture are cleaned safely and properly, and the way that we clean and disinfect them, we don't damage them or decrease their lifespan. And of course, there's other fixtures like fans, vents, and lights that we focus on. But you've heard a lot, probably over the last few years, about the COVID-19 pandemic and the focus on those surfaces that we touch often. Those surfaces that we touch often are known to spread infectious diseases. So it's really important that we focus on the frequency and how we clean and disinfect those surfaces in a way that anyone, our employees, as well as our patrons, our guests, our customers, come into our indoor space and they know that it's safe. Because we've run a lot of surveys at ISSA and also with the Global Biorisk Advisory Council, but this is a particular survey conducted by the Cleaning and Maintenance Management Group with ISSA, where they did a survey and found that 97% of the respondents had established and will maintain hand sanitizer stations in their facility. 91% will maintain and continue to clean and disinfect. 81% had posted signs or visual cues to promote hand washing or social distancing. And it's so important because good hand hygiene, hand washing with soap and water or a hand sanitizer actually decreases the risk of infectious diseases by 80%. And then we've seen that on this survey here that a lot of facilities have done other things as well. They've installed partitions. They're focused on their temperature screening and scanners, their wellness checks of their staff and their customers, but they're also focusing on their indoor air quality measures. And what has really changed for us now is what gets measured gets done. Let's focus on how health and safety is our air, our water, and our surfaces. Because the big question is for everyone today and tomorrow, are you cleaning for health? We know how to protect ourselves from infection. Those germs, those viruses and bacteria need to get inside our body. So we protect our eyes, nose, and mouth. And we also wash our hands. We know on our phones, and this is an app for my phone where I can have music play for 20 seconds while I wash my hands properly, effectively, and safely. I can also use on my phone a hands timer, which tells me when 20 seconds is up. A lot of us don't wash our hands properly, effectively for 20 seconds, but it's something we all have to try to do. Now, our GBAC Star accreditation program has 20 elements. I'm going to focus on a few of those elements. Element 4, conformity and compliance. We have learned so much. We need to continue to use that new knowledge that we have. What is cleaning? Well, there's a major difference between cleaning for appearance, cleaning for smell, and cleaning for health. Cleaning is that removal of soil, debris, germs, and other substances from the surfaces. Sanitization is just a reduction of bacteria to safe levels. Now, disinfection is where we destroy, kill, eliminate germs such as bacteria and viruses. And we do that by cleaning the surface first. We disinfect with an appropriate disinfectant. We read the label because it's so important for everyone to understand we can't disinfect a dirty surface. And it's also what we've learned as well. When we have disease outbreaks like flu, like SARS-CoV-2 virus, pandemic that causes COVID-19, we wear masks. Why? Because we're protecting our holes, our eyes, our nose, our mouth. We also know that our cleaning of our indoor spaces, whether it be a hotel, a restaurant, a convention center, or an airport, has shifted to focus on identifying hazards and doing risk assessments so that we can become more cost effective. We can meet the Sustainable Development Goals. We can be more responsible citizens by actually doing risk assessments on a regular basis. So let's not forget, what gets measured gets done. And here's an example of a dashboard that is available on a cell phone. It's available on a computer, which actually shows in real time what activities, what's being done inside that facility to ensure that it's healthy and safe. It's really their dashboard for cleaning for health, and something that we help facilities set up in our GBAC Star accreditation program. We've seen many organizations use customer feedback surveys. And here's a real world example from the Gerald Ford International Airport in the US, where they've actually used the traffic light system, red, yellow, green. Are you satisfied with the cleanliness of this restroom today? That information goes to another dashboard. And if so many red buttons are pressed in a certain amount of time, they then deploy a special cleaning and disinfection team. And that's part of their everyday normal operations. The GBAC Star team, through their accreditation program, has helped many airports, as well as convention centers, as well as hotels, as well as restaurants, develop health and hygiene inspection dashboards. And this is to promote and to ensure that we can empower and we can relate information in a very quick period of time to show what's being done and what's not being done and where the risks are. And again, it uses the traffic light system, yellow, green, and red on a dashboard like this, so that other decision makers, the employees, also the customers, the users of that indoor space, can see areas that have been cleaned and what's being done. And it's really important that we start to visualize the information with good metrics, good measurables, and to ensure that we are always cleaning for health. Another example is this smart restroom app, which again shows cleaning and inspection criteria, as well as how many times the toilet has been used, the urinals have been used, but also the hand basins have been used. So that when we go into clean for health inside these restrooms or bathrooms, we know which areas have been used more than other areas. We're seeing a lot of discussion and a lot more innovation and a lot of solutions come up for indoor air quality. The GBAC Star team actually helps all of our facilities in developing good indoor air quality, sustainable programs. We measure things, we come up with solutions. For example, here's an example of a small, it's like the size of a smoke detector. It's a small indoor air quality measurement device. And again, we know that it's reliable. We know that it's small, it's easy to put into our facilities. And again, it's cost effective. And it provides real-time air quality measurements. And here's an example on this slide of what those measurements are: temperature, humidity, levels of carbon dioxide, volatile compounds or chemicals, the particulate matter at sizes of 2.5 microns to 10 microns. And then it also looks at bioaerosols. So again, a small, cost-effective, affordable device like this can really help you increase and improve your indoor air quality. And here's another example of an indoor air quality dashboard. And again, we're seeing many of our facilities now not just show them behind the scenes, behind the lobby of a hotel, within a restaurant, within an airport, but actually putting them out in the areas where, again, the customers, the clients can see them. Because we're helping facilities now focus on what many governments around the world have created. And here's the example from the United States Environmental Protection Agency, the US government. Back in March of 2022, they launched their Clean Air in Buildings Challenge. And the GBAC team is very, very active in this challenge. We help all of our facilities create a clean indoor air action plan, for example. And for some of our facilities, it's the very first time they've done that. We help them conduct community engagement, communication, education. Here's some of those examples of where various facilities have improved or have implemented different technologies. We help facilities implement those technologies in a way that is, in the real world, it's effective, it's sustainable, and we ensure that it works. We've helped airports like the Dallas-Fort Worth Airport in Texas, here in the US, come up with their Clean, Safe and Ready campaign, where we promoted that we clean the surfaces you touch. And again, you can see the GBAC Star Facility Cleanliness Accreditation logo on this slide. We've created other really important messages for passengers in this airport. It means that the location is committed to the GBAC clean, and we've explained why they should feel confident, because the airport's doing that little bit of extra work that's more strategic, evidence-based. The Staples Center, for example, was home for the Los Angeles Lakers, one of the National Basketball Association's best teams here in the US, if not one of the best basketball teams in the world. And they would announce before their game, we are GBAC Star Facility accredited. We have met the highest industry standards, and they would put the logo on the Jumbotron at the Staples Center for a Los Angeles Lakers game before the game, and they would tell a message so that everyone felt confident and safe while they watched the basketball game. The Connecticut Convention Center also is another example of being a GBAC Star facility, and that's accredited and promoting messages, again, that install confidence. It's part of their marketing strategy, but more importantly, it just shows that they can and they do clean for health. The Baltimore Washington International Airport in Maryland, US, again, is a GBAC Star accredited facility, and for the very first time, they are showing everyone, all their passengers, all their employees, anyone who comes into the airport, how they clean surfaces. In Las Vegas, the Las Vegas airport ran a campaign, Red or Black, we're glad you're back, and that they were the proud recipient of the GBAC Star Facility accreditation, and that they could demonstrate they were meeting the industry's highest standards. We've seen other organizations run other campaigns. Here's one called Safe, Clean and Fun. For a very large, it was a fairground, as well as a convention center, as well as a stadium, and again, to ensure that everyone cleaned their surfaces, and including the air and the water, was all safe and healthy. But it's just not the GBAC Star. We're not working alone. We work in collaboration with many organizations. And here's a slide from an airport where we've worked very closely with the Airport Council International. And we decided that, again, they have their program, we have our GBAC Star program, but we co-branded to show that this particular airport meets the most stringent protocols for cleaning, disinfection, and infectious disease prevention. Here's another example from the John F. Kennedy International Airport, the JFK Airport in New York City, where they have met the GBAC Star Facility accreditation, and they are saying that this airport has been accredited for cleaning and safety practices. We are safety accredited. We've also partnered with other programs such as LEAD, Well, Fitwell, and this is a hotel in Hawaii, which has achieved both LEAD as well as GBAC Star Facility accreditation. This is the Barclays Center. It's the home of the New York Knicks, a basketball team in New York City. Again, we were able to collaborate with LEAD and ensure that the facility could maintain their LEAD certification or accreditation, as well as their GBAC Star Facility accreditation. This is the US Green Building Council, and in partnership there with the GBAC Star Facility accreditation program, we are raising the standard for cleaning and disinfection in this particular organization. I wanted to show you a very quick 30-second video. It's from an airline, it's American Airlines, and they were the first airline to earn the GBAC Star accreditation for their prevention protocols. They did it for the entire fleet of their aircraft, as well as their Admiral Club lounges in all the airports. Let's have a look at how they talked about validating their clean commitment and what GBAC Star accreditation meant for them. And so it's really important. I want to emphasize that the GBAC Star Facility Accreditation Program is really helping businesses not just reopen, but stay open. All of us are open now, but ensuring that while we're open, we're safe, we're healthy, we're doing what's evidence-based, science-based, we're cleaning for health, and we're doing it in a way that's sustainable and cost-effective. But when you look at our program, our 20-element program, our very first element is about organizational roles and responsibilities. And here's a Hyatt Hotel from India, for example, which has formed a GBAC committee team members. And I want you to look at this slide and look at the number of people that came together with a common goal, cleaning for health, and they made it happen. And they continue to do that even to this day and into the future. Trade Show Executive, another organization where they've worked with the GBAC Star Facility Program. And again, they are ensuring that at all of their events, they are promoting that they are met a higher standard when it comes and cleaning and disinfecting their indoor space to make it clean and safe for every user. Here's the website to our GBAC Star Facility Directory. This is shows just a map of the world and where our GBAC Star facilities are located. Again, it's about partnerships, it's about teams, it's about doing what's responsible and sustainable. We provide training courses, capacity building courses, we provide education. And here's one example of our courses. It's called the GBAC Fundamentals Online course, focusing on cleaning and disinfection principles. It's available in 8 languages, but if you have a language that you would like us to translate this course or any of the other courses into, just let us know, and that's all doable. We can actually present this in any course any language that's required. And again, I wanted to emphasize, we clean for health. Our mission is to help you protect your employees, raise consumer expectations or meet those consumer expectations. We want to help enlighten your facility, your businesses to achieve its bottom line benefits. We want to provide you the tools, the processes, the protocols that you need to meet your goals in creating a safe and healthy indoor space. So thank you for listening. Please feel free to reach out to us on this QR code here. You can click the QR code. It'll take you to our website. Again, I'm Dr. Gavin Macgregor-Skinner. You can email us at GBAC@issa.com. Our website is listed below that email address on this slide. Again, we're here to help. This is not about pass or fail. It's about continuous improvement. And the GBAC team helps all facilities, all companies, and governments in how to clean for health. Thank you very much.